So what's good, guys? Welcome back to another one. And in this video, we're gonna learn how to make a Reddit sentiment trading bot. Alright? So this bot is gonna trade from Reddit headlines. So if the headlines is positive, it's gonna give the bot an idea to buy. Right? If it's negative, the headlines is negative, we're gonna give it an idea to sell. Right? So this is the first part of the sentiment bot series, and we're just going to learn how to implement the Reddit API, how to connect or a trading account. And in this video, I'm going to be using Alpaca, right? Sign up for your Alpaca account, and you sign up for Reddit, and then you sign up for the APIs, right? Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to keep it quick. I'm going to provide a code in the description too, so you guys can copy and paste it and follow along. But if you guys are just starting, I suggest that you code along and type it out and get your fingers wet. Alright, so let's go. So the first code, you're gonna see two codes, right? The first code, you can just go ahead and copy this. This is a code that will install all the Python libraries that you're gonna be needing for this tutorial. So you're gonna open this file, you're gonna copy it, and then you're gonna open your VS Code. You're gonna see a blank page. You press open new file, you name the file, you're gonna be here, right? And then you press open a new folder. You're gonna make a new folder called Reddit YouTube tut Reddit bot. You're not gonna put .py, you're gonna put .ipynb. That's Python notebook, right? So my bad, I can always do that, but that's a folder, so you don't have to put .ipynb on that. So you're gonna click this one. So you made the folder, so in the folder you're gonna make a file. So you're gonna click this to make a file. You're gonna call it Reddit bot .ipynb, right? And then you press enter. Then you're gonna be here. So the file that you copied for the installation and the libraries, you're gonna paste it here, and you're gonna press run. When you press run, it's gonna give you a selection up here to choose what environment you want to be in. I suggest that you use Python 3.9 for the best environment. Then you press run, and then you click Python 3.9.19. So I already got the packages installed, so the code says all of them are already installed. So boom, we're gonna clear this. We already installed the packages, so we're gonna clear this and clear all the outputs. So now we're gonna start coding. So the first line of code we're gonna put is from Python import display, and the next line we're gonna import math. These are just libraries for the bot to use. Next line we're gonna put from pprint. We're gonna import pprint, and then we're gonna import pandas as PD. Then we're gonna import numpy as NP. NumPy, I should say. I always say that word wrong. Okay, so numpy as NP. We're gonna import NLTK. Then we're gonna import matplotlib. Then we're going to import cbarn as SNS. Then we're gonna write this last line of code right here, SNS dot set, and put brackets right here, style equal quotes, put dark grid, come out of that, put a comma, then we're gonna put context equal talk, and let equal dark 2, and then we're gonna press run for that. Okay, so dark grid is not a context, so I didn't put style right here. And what else? We're gonna always run into errors, and I think I did something wrong right here. Didn't quote this, and I didn't finish quoting this. I'm used to typing with autocode, that's why. Okay, so the first part of the code is done. We're gonna move on to the next part of the code. We're gonna import pro, and that's what we're gonna use to connect to our Reddit API. So Reddit, get some space right here. Reddit equal pro dot Reddit. You put your client right here, client ID, ID equal boom. Then you put your client ID right here. You're gonna when you sign up for the Reddit API, you're gonna get that. And I'm gonna put all the links in the description. So boom, we put a comma here. Shouldn't close the bracket right here. So boom, now we're gonna put client secret equals, put that in quotes. We're gonna put a user score agent equals quotes. You put that there, right? And I'm gonna put mine right quick and run the cell because I can't share mine public because it's not a demo. So I'm gonna put mine in and run the cell, and I'll be right back. Okay, so welcome back. Alright, so let's continue. So the next line of code we're gonna write is headlines, and I can simply regenerate new Reddit API. This is just a demo account anyway, so a test account. So yeah. Okay, so let's go. So Reddit headlines equal set, equal boom, and we run that to make sure it's in there. And then we're gonna now select the subreddit that we want to use to get the headlines for the data. So we're gonna put for submission in Reddit dot subreddit, put a bracket, and the example we're going to use for this is Wall Street bets. Okay, so let's pull up Reddit and find Wall Street bets, the correct spelling name. So they have 60 million followers. So Wall Street bets. Okay, and then I'm gonna put dot new. We're gonna limit it to only get say 50 headlines equal 50. So we're gonna limit it to only get 50 headlines, right? And then I put headlines dot add submission dot title. Okay, so we're gonna put submission dot title. Now we're gonna display dot clear output. All right, put a bracket, and then we're gonna print the headlines, see how much headlines we have. And headlines. Alright, so we're gonna print that out and see. Hold on, it didn't print. Let me adjust this. Okay, so we got the 50 headlines we wanted, so we limited it to 50 most recent headlines, and we got the 50 headlines we wanted. So we're gonna kind of organize and use the sentiment to try to figure out if it's positive or negative. And we're gonna use the NLTK library sentiment video to figure that out. So we're gonna put from NLTK dot sentiment dot vader import sentiment analyzer as SIA. Alright, okay, let's undo that. Sentiment analyzer as SIA. We're gonna press enter and go down 2 spaces. SIA equals SIA. Boom. Go down. Results equal. We're gonna put a close bracket right there. Go down. Boom, and for line and headlines. Put a colon right here. Go down. We're gonna pull the score. Pull underscore score equal SIA dot polarity score. We're gonna put lines in the bracket. Alright, and then I'm gonna put results dot append. I'm gonna put poll underscore score. Alright, and then we're gonna print that out. So print results brackets 3, get out of the brackets, with equal 100. So boom, compound negative. Okay, so neutral, compound, negative, positive. Okay, so we have 0.805 neutral, you feel me, and we have 0.195 positive. We don't have any negative comments it look like. Alright, so now we're gonna see if we can print out the comments, the headlines I should say, that we're working with. So data frame equals pd dot data frame dot from underscore records, put results. Now put data frame dot head and put that in brackets, and see if we can print that out. Okay, so let's fix this code up here so we can see the headlines in the line too. So poll underscore score equals headlines. Headlines, okay. And then we're gonna put equal line. We're gonna put that in a line. Alright. Okay, so now we're seeing the headlines in there. So this is a neutral headline, example of a neutral headline, how it's calculated. We can adjust how the compound is and stuff like that to, you know, yeah, to adjust how the bot choose. But this is an example how the bot is choosing a neutral comment. It's not negative and it's not positive. So let's read it. How many regards are buying puts on this? So that's neutral. This is more positive. So let's read it. 5 reasons why Intel, Samsung, and TMC may be. Alright. So this is neutral. NVIDIA long hold, and this is neutral option weekend, and this is neutral, right? So let's move on to the next line of code. Alright, so we're gonna label them as -1 as for the negative comments and 1 for the positive comments. So data frame label equal 0 df.lock df get that out. Put compound in here. And then we're gonna put, if that's more than 0.2, we're gonna label it, label to 1. We're gonna label it to 1. Alright, and if df.lock, another bracket, you put df, another bracket, compound, come out of there, and if this is less than -0.2, we're gonna label it as -1. Label equal -1. Okay. So where did we go wrong right here? So boom. Close this bracket right here. Label. Oh. Yeah. So we're good. So we're gonna label it right here. So run all. Then put the last line of code. So df dot head. Okay. So we got no negative comments right now. Alright. So we numbered them, and 1 equals positive comments and -1 equals negative comments. So let's bump it up to 100 headlines. So we're gonna let the code get 100 headlines. So we're gonna run all. Okay. So yeah, I got 100. These are the top ones right here. Results 3. We could check out the 100 of them, but we're not gonna do that right now. We're just gonna organize the code right now. So I'm gonna do this right here and add a next line of code. So df2 equals df. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. I have all these in my notes. I'm pull the notes of the code right quick, and I'm gonna copy that and just paste to speed this video up. Alright, so boom. This is gonna label the files. It's gonna put it in a CSV. Alright, so boom. Reddit Wall Street headlines label.csv. So boom, we're gonna put it in a CSV. So run all. Okay, so we got an error here. Headlines. Yeah, headlines. That's on it. Okay. So we most likely got it right here. It's right here. So these are all the headlines right here. So we got a negative headline right here. CMG was a regard, lost 30K, still back holding. See, that was a negative comment right here. CMG was he was trying to say retard, lost 30K back holding. Let's find another negative comment. Fuck investing. Excuse my language. I gotta cut that out, but F investing. From now on, I'm 100% cash. That's a negative comment. The S&P 500 yield is at one of its lowest levels in history. That's a negative comment. Okay, so let's move on to the next part of the code. We're gonna print out the negative headlines and the positive headlines. Okay. It doesn't say headline though, it has headlines. Let's try to run it again. Okay, let's see what it do if oh, this is the headline part right here. Need to fix. Okay, so boom, fix that right there. So we print out the positive headlines. 8,000 calls YOLO on the HPE. Why does everyone think we're at the top? Kroger YOLO, Mini YOLO, CMG. Negative headlines. CMG was a retard, lost 30K. F investing. The market is Nvidia, put everything on Nvidia retire. The S&P 500 yield is at one of its lowest levels in history. Why is crypto market falling despite positive news? Okay, so we're gonna go on to the next line of code. So we're gonna print out the counts of the total negative and positive statements. Okay, so count, data type, name. Okay, so we have 60 neutral headlines, 32 positive headlines, and 8 negative headlines. Okay, so let's go. Now we're gonna put that in a plot, and that's why we imported matplotlib. So we're gonna do some analysis right here. So we have 30 plus positive headlines. We got about 6 headlines, 8 headlines it says, and 60 neutral headlines. All right. Okay. So we're gonna import the tokenizers right now. You guys just follow along. We run that. Okay. All right. Next line. We go boom. Tokenizers. That's the example. So that's how it would be listed out, like the words that cause it. So tokenizers are like the words that cause the sentence to be negative or positive, right? We're gonna add stop words. Add stop words right here. And now we're gonna process the headlines. All right. Now we're gonna list them out and see all the tokenizers. In the positive line and the negative line. So we gotta change headlines right here, headline to headlines. So boom, these are all the tokenizers right here. YOLO, update, profits, true update, so forth. And we can also put the tokenizers and the level of frequency they have on the matplotlib chart. So that's how the positive frequency would look on the matplotlib chart. Alright, and now we're gonna add another matplotlib chart down here. So that one above was the word frequency distribution for positive, and the word frequency distribution again. So we have the frequency log on it and everything. So now we're gonna print the negative tokens. We just print the positive tokens up there. Now we're gonna print the negative tokens. So these are the negative tokens right here. And now we're gonna plot them. The frequency of the negative tokens, how often they come by, the distribution, and word frequency. Feel me? How negative or positive it is, or how negative, because we're doing negative right now. So right now we're gonna move on to the code for the trading bot to buy or sell if it's negative or positive. So the first line of code, as I said, the code is gonna be in the description, so you guys just follow along. So the first line of code, we're gonna import our Alpaca API key and use your, this is a demo account by the way, so you put your API key right here, your secret key right here, and your base URL right here. You import time as well. And then we want it to trade Bitcoin, so we're gonna list that. Sunday, I was gonna say we could trade stocks, but it's Sunday evening. So boom, we can let it print bought 1 Bitcoin. Coin. Okay. Next, we're gonna add a function to sell Bitcoin. Add that function to sell Bitcoin. Then we're gonna print it. Now we're going to define the trade sentiment, right? So if it's positive, we buy, and if it's negative, we sell. So we're going to define trade-based sentiment. Boom. And now we're going to let this script loop, right? And it's going to loop and wait for 1 hour before it buys Bitcoin again. Alright, so time, I'm going to go down, I'm going to put while true, positive count. So we, so 3,600 equal 1 hour. So boom, let's run all. Okay, so it bought Bitcoin because the sentiment was positive, right? Because we have more positive sentiment than negative. Alright, we have more positive sentiment than negative. So it bought Bitcoin. So now let's check our Alpaca to see if we actually bought Bitcoin. So boom, let's check our Alpaca. And I'm gonna put it over here. Guys, so when you log into your Alpaca, you should see it should look like this. And as you can see, let me extend this right here. It just placed a trade 3 minutes ago, right? 3 minutes ago. Okay, so let's run it again. Let's run it again and watch the trade come in real time. So the bot is analyzing right now. Okay, so see, it just filled a few seconds ago. Alright, it just came in. Okay, so that's it for this one, guys, and I hope you guys learned something and find this interesting and useful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.